happiness challenge in the shamanic way. Yes, yes. So today is going to be super fun, super fun. The only thing that we need to do today is do something joyous, super joyous, something that is going to light up your life and that is going to also challenge you in showing up. And so what I mean by that is maybe you enjoy singing. Maybe you enjoy drawing. Maybe you enjoy working out, moving. Maybe you enjoy playing with friends. Maybe you enjoy creating in some other fashion, whatever it is. Maybe you enjoy engaging in community and helping other people. Maybe you enjoy, what else could I bring into that? Reading a book. Maybe you enjoy, there's so many things you could choose. I don't need to list them all because you can be creative on your own. Your goal today is to engage in that joy. Do something that is going to just blow your socks off today. And it could be a big thing or a small thing. It really doesn't matter. The biggest takeaway that we're going to get to this is understanding what type of projections we put on the outcome of joy. And also, are you able to understand that in order to experience joy, we have to have an understanding of what it means to feel like pain in a way, or discomfort, okay? And the reason being is because if we don't have this understanding or this scale, is that we won't recognize when there's more joyous things happening in the moment because we don't understand the distance in relationship from joy to suffering or whatever. I don't like to use suffering in this case. This is more of a pain thing or a discomfort, okay? So when you're engaging in your joy, go ahead and challenge yourself to notice where you have limitations, okay? Maybe you're playing a dice game or something like that. Like I love Farkle or 10,000 or whatever you want to call it. And I love being silly and being like, you know what, I'm going to get 10,000 in this one roll. And in that space, my mind is going to be like, oh, there's no way in heck this is happening, right? Super A-type person, mental thinking, I should say. I'm super creative, but really I focus on a lot of logic. So for me, I do these calculations and try to understand what is the probability of me getting 10,000 points in like my one turn, right? And I have to release the limitations that come up for that. So that's kind of an example of what you can do, is what are the limitations of you diving more fully into your moment, okay? And as you love into that journey, that is what it takes to bring a little bit more marrow to your situation, a little bit more joy, like you're digging deep in that, okay? You're redefining what it means for you to experience joy. This is just the first exercise we're going to do. Tomorrow and the next day are going to be a little bit similar. So super easy exercise today. Just write and talk about what you came up with as far as like these limitations that you experienced in your perceptions. Okay, so we're trying to understand a little bit more about what it's like to show up in life. We've done a lot of these similar exercises. Now we're actively doing something in the world and confronting our perceptions of reality or our projections of what reality is and shifting those around, okay? We've already done an exercise where we're moving the connotations of things based on words, and so you can do something similar in this space of going, wow, this doesn't feel very joyous, but what if you only have one thing to do today, right? If you don't have any books and you love to read, what else could you do? And this is where, do I have an understanding that some things are more joyous than others? We might feel these perceptions of like, what's the word I'm looking for right now? I have a desire or a preference, there we go. I have a preference over like one type of ice cream or the other. And if that's your joy, great. Eat a tub of ice cream and then let's talk about it. But let's say I have a preference for Rocky Road over just straight vanilla, right? Am I going to actually prevent myself from being in joy just because all I have available to me is vanilla? No. The answer is no, you're not. because that's what our exercise is about. Find something you can be extremely joyous about and go do it, even if you don't have the ability to do what you thought you could do, such as maybe you love bowling, but the bowling alley might be closed, right? So what else could you do that's extremely joyous? And this really helps us to bring perspective to how we interact in the world and the projections that we put into the world. And with this, I'm talking about, what are you here to do? What are we all here to do, right? We exist on this planet because of our planet. It gives us life, so to speak. I mean, it gives us the material that we're made of. Obviously, that came from stars, but we're all stardust. But the planet, because it has this biome of life, of organic material, we are able to have that and exist, right? We go from like whatever is before our physical existence to a physical existence, and then we're going to leave this physical existence. But because we're on this planet, we get to experience this. So what does it mean to actually have joy? What does it mean if I want to be dedicated to joy or experience another type of wonderment, so to speak? And am I going to forego one thing over the other? Am I going to not want to ever experience pain? Or can I find the value, so to speak, of pain and discomfort to understand how much joy it brings to other moments, right? Because all of the discomfort that we experience in life is all there for us to learn and to teach us, to grow beyond bounds. It's to show where our limits of perception are. And what are your limits of perception? That's an interesting thing to think about. We've done a little bit of work like this with perception, like I said earlier, but now we're diving into a different realm, setting us up to hit our milestone of halfway through at day 45 and setting us up for the creations that we're bringing into our life from day 45 all the way to day 90. So go ahead and, of course, share the video to talk about your experience, or to type out your experience to share with your community, and tag me, the Matthew Amber McLean, Shamanic Happiness Coach. Use the hashtag 90-Day Happiness Challenge. And then what I would like you to do, in addition, this is totally not part of the assignment, but it's like when somebody engages in your post, ask them, what's it like, or what's really joyous to you? Like, engage them and be like, hey, what's joyous to you? What do you really like to do? And then just make a small dialogue. And we're just breaking the ice on community in that space. So another little drop for a future exercise, but go ahead and do that. Anywho, for now, have fun today. Enjoy yourself. Today is a monumental, energetic day. For being December 12th, being 12/12/2020. There's a lot of twos, a lot of ones, a lot of geometry going on in that space, and it's a lot of energy that's coming in. It's asking you to play big. And if you want to really take a hold of that wave, it's life-changing, really life-changing for the energy that's possible today, especially as you engage in a joyous exercise, and that's why I've chosen this exercise for today. So, without further ado, light and love, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.